So you think you could get rid of me that easily? Well, I'm back after a month of absolute pain and torture from college and everything. I thought first year was bad, second year's even worse. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to today's episode of More Like Belongs in the Trash. I am so sorry. Okay, please unsubscribe. I deserve it. This was a last minute idea because I had my birthday last week. Yeah, I know, happy birthday, it's all about me. I got this last minute present. Look at this absolute masterpiece of a hoodie. Some of you are uncultured and don't even know what SpongeBob is, but that is one of my favorite artists' paintings. And as inspiring as those oil paintings were by the glorious Squidward tentacles, I couldn't really straight up just grab some paintbrushes and put some oil paint on top of my eyes. My therapist said I can't do that again. If you clicked on this video expecting a regular tutorial, I'm sorry, you clicked on the wrong video, and also you're stuck here. Disclaimer, I am not an expert, so please do not follow this tutorial unless you're willing to burn your entire house down. And how you burn your house down by messing around with eyeshadow, I don't even know. So picture this. It's my second semester, first year. I get used to all of my professors. I get lazy and I become over-reliant on this thing called Canvas. And if you don't know what that is, basically it's the Bible but like college version. I get this one professor. This guy has been probably teaching for the past decade or so. He's still getting used to that, technology or whatever you call it, the internet. He was very over-reliant on his own syllabus that he designed and also doesn't really follow all the time. The first session we ever had with this guy, he was full-on serious. This man walked in, sits cross-legged at the front of the desk and says, anything that I am saying in this class from now on, you're gonna be taking notes. Like the first year I forget the first assignment. And I come in, everybody starts putting these neatly typed pieces of paper at the front of the classroom. And then I come to the realization that, oh my God, I forgot the first assignment with like the strictest film professor out of the whole program. I'm sitting there right at the front of the class because I'm a big fat nerd and I like sitting at the front of the class and I'm freaking out. And this man comes in and I walk up to him and I'm like, hey, when was this due? And apparently he briefly talked about it, very, very briefly, at the end of the class when I was packing up and we were watching an Ernie Kovacs documentary. I did not know that was due today. Please don't kill me. And he did kill me. And then I died, but then he revived me and he's like, you should have been checking the syllabus, man. And I beg him for an extension and I'm just saying, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do that. I'm lazy, I'm a freshman, I don't bother taking notes. Please forgive me. He's not impressed. This man has dealt with so much. He knows his stuff. So he gives me an extension because he has pity for me because I'm a freshie and I don't know what I'm doing. Basically what the assignment was is that I had to call all of my grandparents and ask them about television and how they were living with it and stuff. And so I get it done immediately and I don't even bother waiting for the third grandparent. I'm sorry, Papa, I didn't mean to do that. A few days later, I turn that sucker in and I'm like, all right, I think I fixed it. We got a second chance. Finally get the grade back. I get a 0. My grandpa did this, and my grandpa experienced that, and my grandmother never watched TV. She grew up in poverty. I was like, oh my God, did a 4th grader write this? But then he lets me write it again. All right, I will use my inner Shakespearean writing skills to really impress this man. And then I get a 7. For the rest of that class, I'm pretty sure that this man thinks I'm a complete idiot, which I am, mind you. This second story is about this other professor, and she was the opposite. Keep in mind, this professor is a very nice woman. However, she was very, very passionate about politics. Very passionate lady. And I would have been fine with it but then I realized that my friend who was taking a different professor, they allow them to do their own projects. But this lady really, really wanted to focus on this certain subject of politics, when in reality, pretty much everybody in that class was not interested at all. So why were politics in this English class? I don't even know. Whenever she'd put us in groups or do like little games, I would talk to somebody and they're like, 90% of the time they're like, yeah, I don't want to do this either. Can we just talk about our lives? So she puts a question on the screen that I don't necessarily agree with. So I go to the disagree corner, strongly disagree corner, and so do a lot of the class. And I was the only girl that did that. There were 3 other girls that were in the agree section. She goes, wow, look at these 3 independent women. Baby, I'm over here. I'm the independent one. I'm the only girl in the class that did that. This is starting to look really bad. Oh my god. The outside refuses to be colored. For this next segment, I ran out of stories to tell because I haven't been to college very long, so I'm just gonna tell you guys about my ultimate pet peeves about college and professors and everything. Pet peeve number 1, this. Another pet peeve of mine is when I'm heading home after a long day at school and I'm taking the train and they randomly start following me on the bridge and they start looking back at me. I try to walk away from them and then right at the last second they start turning towards my direction and I start sprinting to my car. Oh wait, that was actually a guy that did that to me the other day. Another pet peeve of mine, which is not usually all professors, like, I expect you to turn this in, everything in on time. And if you're even a day late, you drop a letter grade. Yeah, thanks, honey. It's not like I have a part-time job working 5 days a week. Oh yeah, get us prepared for the real world, huh? Except this isn't the real world and I'm only a second year. Please stop reminding me that I will eventually graduate and I have to find a job and nobody will hire me. This is completely unrelated to school or anything like that. There was this massive spider the size of a dime that was right outside of my car. I parked next to some bushes. I don't hate spiders themselves. Yeah, they're creepy and they have 1,000 million little tiny little ligaments are disgusting and they eat your face and they get everywhere and they plant these little, it's the fact that they defy gravity and poop out their own houses. It's very terrifying to me to see just a spider floating in midair. I just hate it. It breaks the laws of physics and therefore breaks, you know, my brain a little bit. And the very next day, he plants a spider web right on my driver's side door. I don't understand why they can't look like your typical suburban neighborhood. I would like to see that. Little miniature houses in the shape of a spiral or whatever, never mind. I'm sorry, but why do people put nuts on everything? Listen, peanuts are fine, but it always has to be something like cashews or almonds or something. That's what it is. They kind of remind me of spiders. They defy gravity. They cause depression. If you like spiders or nuts, or both, if you like to eat spiders, please do, because that would lower the population and lower the chance of me encountering another Garfield ever again. I went to the eye doctor the other day, and I found out that I actually have 4 layers of lashes instead of 2, which is why it's so ridiculously difficult for me to curl them up. The only way I can see my eyelashes is if I do this. What are we forgetting? Audio Jungle. We're almost done. We just gotta do the under eye and the other lash. Go put pants on, you freak. Get a life, loser. Oh, sorry, I was talking to myself. See those lashes? Speaking of getting stoned. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Thanks for watching this video. I'm recording right now. I think I did pretty good. I'm ready for school pictures. I'm ready for those school pictures where you sit in front of a background and you beg your parents to buy the rose-colored background. I only got that once. And the kids who did are probably in jail now. Thanks for watching. Please leave. Your days are numbered and I will come hunt you down. I'll check you guys later. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.